This video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. Now what is OneFootball, you ask? If you ever find yourself in these situations where you can't watch a game, whether it's a wedding, whether it's on during a party, whether it's on during a work shift, there can be so many reasons. That's why this app is perfect for you. The OneFootball app provides you the fastest up-to-date news possible. Not just when it comes to extremely fast updated scorelines, but also up-to-date news in regards to your club. Whether it's transfer rumours, whether it's rumours about your manager or rumours about certain key players in your team. I highly recommend this app, so go and download that app right now. Link is in the description. What is going on, people? Welcome to another upload. My name is Sam Chippeck. If you're new to this channel, then hit my subscribe button and follow my social medias. And today, I am going to be making this video about Jose Mourinho and what he can do for Tottenham Hotspur and why he could possibly be the right man for this job. Now, don't get me wrong, the circumstances are really upsetting. Pochettino will always have a place in my heart. Always will. And I'm sure I'm talking on the behalf of a lot of other Tottenham Hotspur fans. Mauricio Pochettino has transformed our club into something else, something we have never seen before, from Harry Redknapp, from Martin Jol, from so many managers that may have been liked but couldn't quite do enough. Pochettino turned us into this consistent top four side. He helped us compete for the league title twice, and the problem was he was always that nearly manager, just nearly achieving all but not quite, and in the sense that's what made us overachieved. I mean, I will forever be grateful for the memories of him bringing us to that Champions League final, you know, battling through Man City with the help of VAR. And one of the most dramatic comebacks football has got to witness against Ajax with a 3-0 aggregate against us, and then all of a sudden Mora turns up in the second half with 3 crucial goals and a hat-trick for him to remember. And of course then it went to the Champions League final, and I was there. I remember how upsetting it was, and I was told that only big things are to happen from this point onwards, and sadly it didn't. We deteriorated in the Premier League, and Mauricio Pochettino unfortunately has been sacked by Daniel Levy, which appears to have been a plan that was ongoing for the last few weeks, and very soon he appointed this certain manager that we all know of, and we're going to talk about him very shortly. And what we've also got to understand as well is that Mauricio Pochettino is the reason why this new manager has come in. He's turned us into a club with this status where managers would want to take an initiative and try and redeem themselves and manage the club. It isn't just some random crap manager, to say the very least. And this is why Jose Mourinho has entered the building, and he is now officially a Tottenham Hotspur manager. In this part of the video, I'm going to be talking about a bio about Mourinho. Jose Mourinho was born in Portugal, and he is the son of the former goalkeeper and manager Jose Mourinho Felix. It's due to his background that he has enhanced himself so much in terms of having the knowledge to be able to manage a team and know what tactics are. As a ball boy, he developed an even wider understanding of football, especially when his father was the manager of the team that he was ball boying for the game. And he played youth level and then went to university, where he went to study sports science. And then that was when he decided to focus on a managerial career, because the football just wasn't quite working out for him. He was always described as so technically gifted and capable, but he lacked the physicality. So that was what got him to become what he is now. And what got him to become the first steps of a manager was becoming Bobby Robson's translator at Barcelona. And his communication of fluency of another language and being able to implement that into the team and into the manager was what got him the assistant coach role. And very soon, when Van Gaal took over and became the replacing manager for Barcelona, he allowed him to take senior roles in smaller cup games. And he was always described as a workaholic, and his mind was never, ever off football. And now, like I said earlier, Poch's presence turned us into the club that we are now, and that's why we've got Mourinho. So now, let's look at what Mourinho has achieved in the past. In total, Jose Mourinho has won 25 trophies. In his first campaign as a manager for Porto in 2002 till the 04 season, he won 2 Premier Ligas, which is the Portuguese title. He won 1 Taça de Portugal, which is I suppose the equivalent of a Portuguese FA Cup. He won a Champions League trophy, first ever senior management role. and a UEFA Super Cup. And that is just incredible. You move it on to Chelsea when Roman Abramovich pumped all that Russian money into the club and started buying players. Yes, I know, Chelsea did buy their way into the league, but it doesn't mean anyone can walk into this club and be able to achieve everything with the click of a finger. It still takes a gifted manager. And what did Mourinho achieve in that period? Well, from the 2004 till 07 season, he achieved 2 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup and 2 League Cups. And you move it on to Inter Milan, and then once again, the 2008 until 2010 season, he won 2 Serie A's, 1 Champions League again, and 1 Coppa d'Italia. So he won another Champions League just like that again. And during his years at Real Madrid from 2010 till 2013, which was regarded to be a failure in some ways, he actually managed to still win trophies in that period. He won 1 La Liga title and 1 Copa del Rey. And, you know, for a period that was regarded as a failure, I think that is still pretty decent. After his time in Real Madrid, he returned to Chelsea, and in his very short time there, he won a Premier League Cup and a League Cup, which was against us, weirdly enough. And yeah, I was there, and I remember that game. Yeah. After that, he moved to Man United, and within his first season, he won the Community Shield, a Carabao Cup, and a Europa League. And now, fast forward, and here we are. He is walking into this club where we have not won a trophy since 2008. Now, why is Mourinho the right man for this job? Now, it's all very good and well talking about Mourinho's past, but what can he presently do for Tottenham Hotspur? Well, here's my reasons for why Mourinho could be potentially the right man for Tottenham Hotspur. Firstly, he has got a lust for trophies. He loves winning them, and this is the perfect man to get to the job if we want to start winning trophies, considering that we have not won a trophy since 2008 against Chelsea at Wembley Stadium. Considering that Mourinho has won 25 trophies, and Mourinho's natural lust and thirst to succeed, win trophies, we could optimistically be seeing us winning maybe an FA Cup this season, or close to winning one at least, which would kickstart a campaign for the future for Tottenham Hotspur to finally get their hands on a trophy. To fans that want to see Tottenham win a trophy, Mourinho is potentially the correct man for this job, because even at his worst, he has still been capable of winning something. And for him to be fresh and new to the job, and a new candidate for the role as a manager for Tottenham Hotspur, this is seen as quite doable. We're currently still in the FA Cup, as that hasn't even started yet, and we are just a game away from winning our group stage in the Champions League. I'm not saying that we'll win that competition, but what I am saying is that this is the sort of role Mourinho is up for, and we got to give him a chance and see if he can try and do it at least. Now, interestingly, Mourinho has walked into this job with new ideas and new roles for people that he wants to offer. He's not bringing the same people he normally does when he walks into a new club. He's actually bringing a new assistant coach with him who goes by the name of Hal Sacramento, who comes from Lille. And Lille is a club that has produced some fantastic players, and that's an assistant coach we are getting. So I think that's quite promising if we're going to have him sitting alongside Mourinho and having them to put their philosophy together and implement our style of play and implement our starting 11 for the future to come. He is also in talks of bringing a friend of his who is a Sporting Lisbon director who goes by the name of Luis Campos, and again, Sporting Lisbon have produced some fine, fantastic players in the past, and the fact that he's getting a director, someone who is involved with transfers, I think that is quite promising, and I think that will give Levy the opportunity and let the staff that Mourinho has picked with him to do the role in making some transfers. And it's quite clear to see that they are getting ready for January, as January will be the transfer window, and we have got to start buying some players. Having said that, Mourinho in charge could attract the prospect of new and bigger players. In the summer transfer window, we missed out on Tino because he just weren't interested. So we were going to sign him on loan, but he just lost interest and it didn't happen. And as for Dybala, we were so close to signing him, but the bloody image rights thing was what stopped us from signing him. However, he could still be available for January, and with Mourinho in charge, that might encourage him to still want to walk into Tottenham, despite Tottenham have been playing woefully. The presence of Mourinho in a Tottenham Hotspur training kit can also get rid of and sort out the deadwood that we currently have in our team. Currently, we are missing right backs. We are missing right backs doing their job. We don't have the best of holding midfielders, which is why our centre backs are struggling a lot defensively. But with Mourinho in charge, though, these players could actually find the motivation that they didn't have under Mauricio Pochettino and actually start playing for their new manager. A new respected manager with a very respectful past. True, Mourinho does have the tendency of losing the players' dressing room. But remember, he's fresh, he's new, he's walking into the job, and the players are also up for a new challenge. So, with Mourinho walking in, he could actually maybe do the opposite of what he has a tendency of doing, which is to restore the dressing room, get the players to play for this new manager, and even get someone with the likes of Eriksen to actually start performing. Personally, I don't think I should ever see Eriksen playing a starting 11 again, judging by the way he has been showing his attitude. But with a new manager, maybe that might be a kick up the backside for Christian Eriksen. And maybe this is the change that the players needed all along. We will not know this until the time comes. And the fact that Mourinho is walking in with a change and even saying that he's willing to change his style of play, famous for his park the bus tactics, with a manager who is just so capable of tactics, so capable of managing a team. Maybe this new style of play that he's got in mind, where he said that he was willing to break his own rules, could actually be an effect for Tottenham, a positive effect. I feel like we could be walking with a much different attitude to what we'd have been walking if we still had Pochettino. Pochettino is always going to be in my heart, and like I said in the video, and I will always have love for him, and I honestly do hope the best for him, and I hope he gets a job in Bayern Munich and not in a Premier League club. But we've got to remember, it's the club before the manager, and we can't get too sentimental about Pochettino. We've got to move on. It's called Tottenham Hotspur FC, not Mauricio Pochettino FC. These are my reasons why I think Mourinho could be the right man for this job. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments, what else do you think Mourinho could offer in this job and this club? And also, just your opinion, like, do you think he's the right man for it? Should we have kept Pochettino? Or should we have gone for someone else? Let me know in the comments below. And my next upload will be a live reaction of West Ham United versus Tottenham Hotspur. So, until then, I will see you in the next upload, and thank you for watching.